Hello, can you see me? Hopefully you can. I never know when I'm doing this streaming malarkey. In theory you should be seeing me, I'm just checking that you can. Because I took all my streaming gear to flip out and I've just set it all back up on Attack from Mars, which is still the kind of only game that I've got I can play right now, but that is coming soon to an end. We are we're hopefully going to be ready to move machines in, if not the end of next week, definitely the week after. Although I'm away, there's a small irritating event called Mobile World Congress that us telco people have to go to, and to be honest with you, it's a bit of a circus and I wish I wasn't going, but it's just part of the gig, unfortunately. There should be some good innovation there on mobile technology, lots of 5G stuff if you're into that sort of thing. So we're still, as with Attack from Mars, I'm still struggling with the score, but I did manage to get enough Martians. I got a Martian multi-ball the other day and I killed 25 Martians and kicked some bloke called LFS off the high score. I don't know who that bloke is. Apparently he's a pretty decent guy though. But he still pops up here number 2. And good old Brian Eddy still number 1. I'm struggling to break the 5 billion mark. I've got 4 something quite a few times, and I'm just kind of struggling, to be honest, with trying to get to that mark. I was going to do a bit of a playfield walkthrough, but I'm not really organised enough to do it, so I'm going to probably skip that tonight. But I have added, and you probably can't see them too well, maybe on the saucer cam, I have added the plastic protectors. And over here, this dude here's had a bit of a discotheque upgrade on green and orange squiggles behind him. I always wondered why he got squiggles and none of the others did. He must be the boss man or something. And it's not, is it because of protect the ball or something? I don't know, maybe. Feels unlikely a ball would get stuck down there, but it probably did, and that's why they added it. So I don't know if you've got any questions you want to ask. I'm happy to try and answer them. I just want to check one little thing. Which is a few people reporting they're getting some horrible planking on this game, and I just wanted to check if I was, which I don't appear to be. I've actually got the PDI glass, the low reflection glass on this game, so it looks a lot better than it normally does. I've got this huge big LED light. Anyway, we'll get some pinball going. Still got the direct feed going. Still haven't had a chance to test it on Medieval yet because the game is still folded up. Thank you very much, Mike. It's nice to see you. Path of Play. A great. That's Mike, who I met at Pinball, who showed a fantastic video that we during the finals about Path of Play charity. that Mike can maybe talk about on charity. He's got Pass and Play Day in April, Mike, as I recall. Maybe post the date. I think April 20 something rings a bell. And we're going to host an event here on that day, and there'll be, I think, quite a few events. And tonight, I think it's tonight, there's a big Papa event at midnight, UK time, 7 p.m. Eastern US time, which is I think Papa doing a whole bunch of crazy auctions for charity. April 28th, which is, yes, April 28th. So we're hosting an event here. I'm actually building a new room, which will help host it. Hey, Mister, it's the Mafia. How are you doing? We'll see you soon in Texas, guys. It's good to see you. Yeah, it's YouTube / Papa Pinball. Just search for Papa Pinball on YouTube. You'll find it. It's great to see you. We're going to be at TPF, me and the wife. It'll be good to see you guys there. I'm sure you'll be there with large beers in hand, I hope. Really looking forward to coming out to Texas, actually. Can't believe it's still a month away almost. Thanks for that, Mike. So listen, I'm going to play some pinball. The topper, whilst amazing, is quite noisy. I really struggle with this game. It's quite a tough game. Just turn the volume up one notch. It's quite a tough game, I find. I have tweaked it to take some of the issues of the ball launch going out. Cold beer will be the order of the day. I'm looking forward to that. Fly out on the Thursday. We land the Thursday before the show starts, so I will see you in the bar, I'm sure. It should be good to catch up. So the Moncrief Mafia usually stream Sunday nights. I actually rarely watch it live. I usually, because it's middle of the night UK time, but it's I think on Monday morning I usually watch the playback on Twitch. Great stream with some great players. Join them. Search for them on Twitch. You'll find them. Great guys. So here we go. As you can see, we've got the launch working pretty decently now. A small little kind of bug that CGC guys had in manufacturing. You can see on Martian Cam. He's an excitable character as Martian Cam. The thing I love about this game is it's made in '95. It's probably designed in '94, I guess. It's so politically it's on the edge of politically correctness, and here in the UK, we have gone politically correct now. The notion of having a dodgy, here we go, Martians. Aha! This game is just so live, man. It's just nuts. See if I can kill some Martians. Here we go. So I've nearly got all the Martians. Here we go, Martian volleyball star 8. Whoa. And I've killed the first saucer. This game is it's all on the edge of politically correctness. Ooh, that was unfortunate. So you get kind of German stereotypes, bit of French stereotyping. Yeah, I like streaming too. That was a bit of a weak lockout there. I had one issue with the scoop. got loose, so it started shooting right down the middle. I think that one was just my slowness in reacting. I have not. I got to cow video mode once. I don't know how, but I'll be honest with you. I find this game very hard. It's one of those games in pinball where if you think about like Walking Dead, you can get some big scores if you play X's well. On this, you've got to play the game. You've got to, there's no quick way of getting points other than to play the game. Yeah, and get to the modes, get to Total Annihilation, get to the multi-balls, get the 5-way combo. That's the only way of scoring points on this. Without that, it's really hard to score a lot of points. I'm struggling with it. We gotta save the Statue of Liberty. If I'm honest with you, it's infuriating because normally, I'm not a great pinball player, but I can usually get the high score within a month or so. I've had this game nearly 2 months. I'm struggling to get on that high score table.
Blast the saucer! Destroy the saucer!
There we go. Stroke lock. What's going to give me? Light lock. Go, first ball gone. Okay. Yeah, someone told me about the mooing, but I didn't realise that activated the. I didn't realise that activated the cow video mode. So I was pressing the button, and I have to say I heard a moo, but I didn't realise put 2 and 2 together. Thanks for that, Leon. That's really cool.
Get the troops ready.
Get the troops ready.
Missile locked on target.
Let's see if we can get this video mode. Multi-ball. The thing I don't like about this multi-ball is, unless you've got the force field down, you can't really use it to help you kill the saucer. I tried to hit the button there whilst doing multi-ball. Don't think that was the smartest move. So this is the thing, I always get to the last jackpot. Yay! Now you've got to get the super jackpot, which is actually moving. Oh no, screwed it up. But I think you get a bit of leeway on it. Here we go. Nope. Ah! Missed it! This is the closest I've got to getting the super. Yes! Super jackpot. First time ever. Woohoo! That's the first time I've ever done that. I'm very happy. It's always great when you light one of these, sort of at the bottom of the machine you'll see the set of lights. Whoa, wasn't paying attention. Note to self, turn off the knocker. So I have not got to the billion. I've lit it, but then missed. But round down here, you've got these kind of 6 tasks. One is Super Jackpot, which is that's the first time that light has been lit in a game. Super Jets, which is bounce the ball around there for a while. Martian Attack Multi-Ball you saw earlier. Total Annihilation is where you light up all the paths. Conquer Mars is where you kill the saucer. And a 5-way combo is a 5-way combo. So I'm quite pleased to get Super Jackpot, although, you know, I've even with that, I'm only at 1.5 billion. It's hard to score points on this game, I find. So Super Skill Shot basically eliminated the whole row there. It's definitely worth taking the Super Skill Shot if you can. To get a Super Skill Shot, as you plunge, you hold the left flipper. I want to see if I can kill some Martian butt as the when the ball goes to those outlines. How are we doing on this angle of this machine? Because I've nudged it a bit over. Let me unnudge it. I'm gonna get a drink, guys. 1 second. This bit of the game, the kind of track bit after a game, I love. It's awesome that it kind of brings the game a bit serious after a kind of a fun game. So that was the. I can't remember if that was my first game or my second game. What did we score? Not a great score. 1.6 billion. Sadly, I think that's my average. So. Anyway, so let's just get into another game. So skill shot. You can either hit the. I don't know if you can you see that? No, you can't see it because it's hidden just under the edge of the table. But there's a lane. You normally hit it and it increases your bonus. But that's the skill shot. Unless you hold down the left flipper and then the gate opens, and when you plunge, these arrows light. And if you hit them, as you saw there, it accelerates your progress. Which, you know, one of the strategies people play. That was terrible. One of the strategies people play is to go for total annihilation, which is similar to Martian Multi-Ball, except you hit all the lanes. I need to adjust the leaf switch on this right. What are they called?
We gotta save the Statue of Liberty. We'll fight for our freedom. Blow the saucer out of the sky.
Yeah, this kicker here, the leaf switch just needs a tiny tweak. One of the other big problems I've got is because all my pinball stuff's packed up, I can't find any tools or half the gear that I need to do any sort of work. To install the detectors, I was kind of using pliers and all sorts of botched tools to do it. I suddenly started and then suddenly realised, I don't have the right tools. Anyway, we go for multi-ball. Simultaneous. sometimes get a little bit paranoid about the chat, folks, because on a few occasions I've had it kind of disappear on me where people have been watching and have we lost the video? I think we have we? No. Sorry, I thought I've got an iPad here and I usually just have it for chat and the video's off, and I suddenly thought, oh, I've lost the video. Anyway, time to wake up. It's Friday night here, it's late, and it's been a long week build. So yeah, all my pinball stuff's folded up, and actually in this room here, in here there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 10 pinball machines, a pool table, a Defender cocktail table, Williams one, tools and spare parts and all sorts of stuff, and all the machines are tombstones. I've been building, some of you might have seen on Facebook, building a new arcade room to replace the one that I had that I used to stream from, which only had space for 6 machines. This one's got space for probably comfortably probably about 23, 24, but you can probably cram another 4 in there, make it a bit tighter. Maybe have to move them to get the glass off, but the building work was finished. The guys did a phenomenal job. I actually started the project in September and had to get permits to build, etc. So it's taken a long time, and the closer it gets to the end, the more impatient I'm starting to get. So I'm going to be working on it tomorrow. Going to put up some of the things that I want to put on the wall. I've got network cables to install so I can stream from there, stuff like that. And then the electric guys coming. The electric guys coming on Tuesday to put the power back on, and then I've got guys coming to help me paint it. More for protection purposes. It's made out of log beam, wood log beams, and it needs protection. Oh, that was a lucky that was. Normally when I have a ball bounce around this area, it's going. Let's see if I can take down a couple of saucers. The thing this game is really helpful in practicing is live catches from that scoop. And I was watching Mr. Vane, thanks for the feedback. Yeah, it's I've got the screen direct fed to a HDMI encoder, so many of us, including myself, we use a camera to point at it, and it sometimes doesn't look that great. So that helps. And then my Mac's got a Thunderbolt port on it, which gives you a lot of bus bandwidth, so I can stick lots of cameras on. So I got a topper, I got one at the saucer, one at me, one at the playfield. The logo flipper actually is a local pinball club that I've helped set up here in London. Been running a few months, starting to get some momentum in Croydon. If you're in London, let me know, we'll take you down there. It's got about, I think now we're up to about, must be 40-ish machines. You know, latest games like Game of Thrones, we've got Attack from Mars, two Medieval Madnesses, Twilight Zone, we've got some classics. There's a beautiful Centaur there, really nice machine. Matt Vince's machine, lovely machine. Matt's also got an Apollo EM, which he got for a bit of a bargain. I'd love that game because I'm a big space nut, as many of you know. Yeah, I stream most Friday nights, and if I'm gonna not doing anything during the week, I stream more for fun than anything else. Get to know people in the community, which, you know, the pinball community is phenomenal. Met lots of great friends over the last couple of years. that we just had a huge amount of fun, competitions and shows and stuff. So going to Texas in a month's time, the Texas Pinball Festival. Really looking forward to it. Mostly because I get to see a bunch of friends, and there's a tournament on that I've entered, but because the Texas Wizards called me and said they were in dire need of someone to come in last place, so I've volunteered. This game, I'm just restarting it because it's couldn't have gone worse. It should really be on beer, but if I drink any beer, I'm just liable to fall asleep because during the week, one of the things I had to do in my new pinball room was run a lot of electrical cable, and it was, I don't know if you've ever tried to put in the UK, for power outlets, we use 2.5mm thick cable for the copper. I don't know what that is in inches, but it makes the cable so tight and heavy, and it's hard work basically. So that kind of killed me. And this is after kind of having to demolish the old room, and I can't believe I missed that. Excuse me. The other games I've got is first pinball machine I actually ever played, and the first one I ever owned, although 20 years apart, Bride of Pinball. I've got a really nice machine. It's someone refurbished. It's got new displays, new speakers. I think it's actually got a new. I think it's got a new playfield because the playfield is just insanely good condition. I then got Star Trek Data East Star Trek. Picked it up off eBay really cheap. It's been sitting in the guy's house for like 10 years. And a little bit damaged around the scoop, but otherwise in very good shape. Then got Star Trek Next Gen, again off eBay. Guy had in the UK we have this term called a man cave. I don't know if that translates, but it's a place for men to hide away. It's more commonly known as the pinball shed. And I thought I was going to bounce off the sling there.
Look out, Martin! Germany coming through! Hey, that's my car!
So I whacked the button there. Apparently if you... Here we go, Martin attack. So now I have to hit these little green guys that are doing a bit of Saturday Night Fever. Got 2 of them. That was crap. I love the Big O Beam. I think that's why I got into this game, was because of the Big O Beam. So, I mean, I've been trying to do a bit of improving my pinball skills, and the one thing that this game is great for is live catches out of the scoop, and I've managed to kind of nail it a few times. But it's a difficult. I mean, you see the guys like Bowen do it like it was second nature like that. And I was kind of watching Keith Elwin. Has got this video, Pinball 101, and it's such a useful video. Some great camera work in it. I think it's quite an old video now, but if you haven't watched it, and you're into pinball, I really recommend it. There's a bit of how would I put it, 90s comedy in it. But the pinball, especially on this game, Attack from Mars, that was not my best to score. In fact, probably one of my worst. I'm gonna go see if I can. Once again, this machine's in your room. I'm gonna see if I can put something into not reduce the noise of the Martian somehow. When he's moving, he does make a bit of a racket. Although, if you're in a pub or you've got the volume in the machine turned up, I've got it turned down so you can hear me. You can. Yeah, no, absolutely, Mr. Vin. I know it's. You've just practice. That's what I've found is the more I play and also watch. I love watching Bowen's tutorials and other people's tutorials. In fact, I've got them all kind of on a server here, so I can watch them on my phone wherever I am. But the tutorials are wonderful. But just practicing different shots is how you get better. Basically, you can watch the tutorials. They help you with the game code and the game rules, but not helping you so much with actually making the shots. You've got to make them yourself, basically. So we've got to start attack wave, which lowers the force field, allowing me to hit the saucer with the ball. Ooh, that was an ugly one. Get a drink. You might hear my cat meow. I just got lucky and caught the super skill shot there. That was low. Very lucky.
We'll blow the snot out of you, Martian.
How's the live catch gone bad? Come on! Right. It's time for Men in Black Neuralizers. That game didn't happen. Yeah, I need to get the leaf switch on that slingshot adjusted a little bit. It's just a bit too tight. Oh. 9 times out of 10 when the ball hits down that way, it's game over, man. No matter how hard I nudge it. I need to perhaps loosen the skill shot there. The last game was bad, this game's worse. Again, neuralized, that game didn't happen. Alright, we're having a good game this time. Hopefully that shot ends. There's a guy on Pinside talking about the fact he can never hit the ball twice on an orbit. If I'd hit it right, I would have orbited twice, no doubt about it, that last ball, when it came out the orbit shot. That started off well as well. and get to 5-way. One more for the 5-way combo. Here we go. Can you do it? Yay! The 5-way combo that I was actually aiming for the ramp next to it, but I'll take that. Try and get to total annihilation. Basically means I need 2 shots here and 2 shots there.
Get your hands off me!
So 1 more shot in the outer lane, 2 more shots in the inner ramp. I always try and practice backhand shots because quite often it helps you a lot. Come on, here we go, stroke of luck. Ward lock.
Look out! Martian!
Attack! I love that graphic. I love the call out, somebody shoot one of those things. Okay, got this, the first saucer. Let's try and kill some Martians now. Woo. There we go, Martian multi-ball. Oh, come on. Oh, lucky save, ball save. Of that.
Oh, dang! You some ugly Martian!
This game makes me laugh. Dang, some ugly Martians! Right, I want to... So I'm aiming for the ramp, basically. One more shot to the ramp. And we got total annihilation. Ball 2, so... Oh, he spiffed it. If you watched my last game of Walking Dead, right at the end I got a horde, a lit horde, and which is like one of the big, when you get to that in the game, it's like a big win. And God, I missed trying to hit the horde shot like about, I don't know, 20 times. Here we go, total annihilation. It's a 4-ball multi-ball. You're trying to hit the ramps. Trying to hit the ramps as much as you can. Replay. If you're on chat, say hello. If you're wondering why I haven't said hello, it's probably because chat's locked up on me. So if you're on chat and saying something and not hearing from me, apologies. I keep getting, for some weird reason, chat locking up on me when I stream. Oh, that was terrible. Annihilation jackpot. Excellent. That was a nice little final bonus there.
On target.
Light Martian attack. I'll take that. Turn right back in there. Try to pick up Martian multi-ball. Before I do that though, I want to try and put the force field down. Typically in a multi-ball, it doesn't let you hit the force field anymore. That's down, so now I want to get the final 2 Martians. got that right on the edge of the timer. Thank you, Lyman, for grace time.
Excellent! Take it after you fast ahead! Blow the saucer out of the sky!
Okay, another saucer. Making good progress. Got a 5-way combo. Marching time multi-ball. Let's try and pick up this extra ball. Normally I turn extra balls off, but in tournaments you don't really get to play extra balls. But this game is just so hard, I've kept them on.
We gotta save the Statue of Liberty!
Get in that scoop. End up losing the ball trying to get an extra ball. Ooh, didn't like that, did it? Let's try and get there we go, multi-ball. That'll do.
Multi-ball!
So I got 4 of the excellent. Pick that extra ball up.
Extra ball!
I got 4 of the lights to get to sorry, 3 of the 4 lights to get to Ruler of the Universe.
Take that, Martin!
Terrible.
Blast the saucer! Watch out, man! They've got
Oh,
a
big old beam. Throw multi-ball, here we go. So I love this. Well, it probably doesn't come across well on the video because I've got a big light here, but basically it turns off all the lights and just so the object here is just to hit the force field as much as you can for 50k, I think. Not quite sure what's happening to my other balls. Something got wedged there. I need to look at the replay for that. Okay, that's awesome. Another extra ball. It's a shame some of these these kind of games got more high scores, like strobe multi-ball score, like the modern Sterns do. You got Barn champion and multi-ball champion. I'm on 4 billion. Oh, that's one of the advantages of strobe multi-ball. Actually, it has a ball save. Here we go, struggle up. Oh, I thought I was gonna get video mode there.
Excellent!
I can't believe I've got 2 extra balls. It's nuts. If I don't get a high score this time, I'm gonna cry, I think.
We'll blow the snot out of you, Martian!
when you hit the ramps, if you press the button hard on one of the stroke of locks, you'll get cow video mode. Which I have not. I think I got to A video mode. I don't know if it was the one Leon was talking about. Oh, that was unfortunate. Oh, that's the biggest bonus we've ever had.
Do it
Shoot
again.
again. 5 billion. 5.4 billion. What's the high score? Only need 100 million to get on the table. I can't believe it. There you go. Probably cock it up even with 3 balls. Bit of an air ball there, not quite. Oh, bonus X again. There you go. There's definite proof that the flippers work on multiple orbits. Although, yes, high score. I am super happy. Hello, mate. Tell me about it, man. How you doing? What's its toes? Long time. Boom.
Nobody messes with the USA.
I've actually got a high score. I can't believe it. Woohoo! This is my best score ever. By a mile. There we go. Attack! Oh, that was a bit of a shame. Yeah, balls. Yeah, awesome. I got a whole bonus. Shoot again, so I got another extra ball and another ball. I know extra balls are perhaps not the way of tournament scoring, but for us mere mortals, they help. Now that I've got a high score, I will turn them off, I think. Danger of going for the saucer if you get a kickback like that. Is there an endless extra ball loop in this game? If there is, I haven't gone to that loop. No, what I got was an extra ball after the 2 saucers, and then an extra ball during strobe multi-ball where you hit the thing 10 times. So it's only two extra balls. So, but you have to have the skills to get the extra balls, so it's all good. Go annihilation, here we go again. I've now got 4 out of the 6 things I need to get to the big bit at the end, which to the moon. Yes. High score number 1, I'll take that. Nearly grand champion. Woohoo! Yes! They give me a free game on my free game machine. Yeah, there is. Like I say, I normally turn extra balls off because in tournaments you can't really play them. But this game, it's so hard to get a high score on it. I think You don't get any multipliers apart from, I mean, the bonus multiplier, but it's small potatoes. It's not like you can do a. How much did I miss the? Oh, I only missed it by 200k for Grand Champion. I don't believe it. Ah. Hey, Pinball Dad. Yeah, that was a good game. I got four of these lights lit. Super Jets I probably could have got, and I was on my way to getting the Conquer Mars. I think I was on the last. I think I was on Martian number 4 with, you get the one in Attack Mars. Just gonna grab a drink, guys. That was a stonking game, 7.3 billion, my highest score ever on this game. Great game. I was saying earlier on, guys, I struggle with this game score-wise. I actually struggle with this game full stop. It's such a fast game, and the shots, whilst you need accuracy on them, because if you don't, you get this wide open playfield, the ball's bouncing back at you. So you've got to you've really got to be on your toes and hit the shots well and be accurate. I think accuracy is key in this game. There's not a lot of luck in it. Walking Dead or Ghostbusters or one of you get a multiplier on a shot and boom, you've got 100 million off one shot. You just don't get that in this game. Okay. What time have we got? Time for one more game, I think, guys, and then I'll probably call it night. Ahead of the tonight, I don't know if you know, but Papa are streaming live from midnight UK time, 7 PM Eastern, all for Path of Play. A lot of charity stuff mentioned earlier. Mike from Path of Play was on earlier. We're doing Path of Play Day on the 28th of April. Helping kids with Asperger's and autism and other learning difficulties, using the power of games to help them. So it's good to see Mike and Papa are auctioning all sorts of crazy stuff tonight, and also I think I got away with that. I think the Papa guys have sold their building now and they'll be moving out of that location, which I know is a bit of a how do I put it? It's a bit of a legendary location. So I just got 7 billion. I can't even get 77 million. I'm going to start again. I think it'll be one of the last streams from that building, so worth watching. I don't know who's going to be there. If it's Bowen or anyone else, but they always put on a good show, usually. Actually, I can't remember where they put on a bad show, so the Papa guys do great things, and I went to their Pinball tournament last year. It was just the nuts, basically.
From another planet.
Terrible. Now we're starting again. I can't have the first ball be less than a billion now. So on the skill shot, if you hit the force field on the skill shot, it takes the whole thing down. So you can, in a few number of shots, if you can hit the ball straight, which I'm struggling to do, I'm trying to hit the saucer, and I keep hitting that freaking Martian. Do you hate when this happens? Finally. I was aiming for that shot. Not any of these other ones, but that one I was aiming for. Okay, there we go. In theory, you should be able to take down a That was terrible. You should. Yeah, you're right. The Pinball Mojo has been rejected for this month probably. I'm actually playing in it's our local league here on Sunday. I'm dreading it because it's all on a bunch of machines that I'm terrible at. Twilight Zone. Adam's Family, games that I'm just really poor at, basically. Every little man. Oh, come on. Wakey, wakey. Alright, here we go. Me practicing my live catch there, which starting to get it, man. It's a dangerous shot though, because if you screw it up, the ball's like everywhere. Come on. Right. Finally. Vive la France! Here we go. Oh, nice. Don't know what. Oh, no. Oh dear. Right, one more game, guys, before 11. So I'm going to stay up till 1 to watch the first hour of the Papa broadcast. Mr. Danger has gone live, so have the Pinball Undesirables. Two great streams. Jack did a phenomenal stream bowling the other night, I don't know if you saw it, 10-pin bowling, where he set his cameras up, and it was great to watch, great fun, very different. How he came up with the idea of streaming 10-pin bowling. He must have some very long cables. He had a camera down at the pins, one kind of facing the lane.
We gotta save the Statue of Liberty.
me done for tonight, guys. Thanks for watching. That was great. In fact, I'm gonna celebrate, but also condole myself for the fact that I missed the grand champion by a mere 200,000 points. Who's SLL? That's interesting. I don't know. Anyone know who SLL is? The grand champion? Anyway, I've now beaten Brian Eddy, which is great, and that guy LFS and some other guy RCF. Knocked off I think Doug Watson was the last guy who did the beautiful artwork on the Sanda Topper. One of the best. Thanks everybody for watching. You want to watch my other videos? They're all on YouTube. YouTube/Neil McRae. Search for Neil McRae on YouTube. Some of them are on Twitch. It stores the last few. As I say, I normally stream Friday nights, sometimes randomly other times, if it's holiday time, I'll stream a bit more. Hopefully, I've been streaming this game for the past couple of months because it's the only game I can play at the moment, but that's coming to an end and I'm desperate to play Walking Dead. I haven't played it in 2 months now, and I'm getting withdrawal symptoms. And Batman 66 with all the code updates, desperate to play it. So with that, I'll bid you good night. Enjoy Pinball. Big shout out again to Path of Play on Papa Pinball tonight. YouTube/Papa Pinball. For the next hour, go watch Jack or the PUD guys. And a couple other big shout outs. Another UK streamer, Pinball Live. Tim, good buddy. Does a great show. On mostly on older kind of games, but beautifully presented. Path of Play Day, 28th of April. Thanks everybody. That's it from me. Good night.